All right, let's do it. Welcome back to another episode of Doodads. Rare guest appearance today. So today's guest, you guys may have known since we have a lot of barely famous listeners on here. Isaac Knighton, a.k.a. Ike, a.k.a. the Flyest Fisherman.
Yes, sir.
A.k.a. Kail Lowry's thang. A.k.a. Kail Lowry's better half.
A.K.A. Lil Ike.
Lil Ike. Lil Ikey. Lil Ikey.
I like it.
Thanks for coming, dude.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
it, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it, man. So yeah, we got got some things to talk about today. I know the very first thing Kail ever said to me when you were like coming to Delaware was like, "Hey, my man's a big fisherman. Where could he go fishing at?" And I'm not really a fly fisherman. I mean, I've done it. I used to be into it. Delaware is not exactly known for its fly fishing. You know what I mean? But told you a couple spots. And have you been out this year at all? It's getting about that time.
No. The only place that actually, I went to White Clay Creek.
Yeah.
Not recently.
Yeah.
Not recently.
Then.
But I went to White Clay Creek. And I didn't realize that it was a state park.
Mm-hmm.
And you need a parking permit.
Mm-hmm.
And so I drive an hour and some change to get to what Google tells me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was listening to what you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I'm in a state park. I need a parking pass.
Yeah.
I don't have a parking pass. And I have a feeling that if I park here and I really get lost in these waters, I'm fucked.
Yeah, ranger's going to stop you.
Yeah.
You're going to come back to a love note on your windshield. We've all been there.
I think they have a spot where you can. They usually, I think, up the the bird sanctuary area up there and all that. Like they have little envelopes you can. They used to where you can mark down and leave money in there for your parking.
And there's an office up that way, too.
Yeah.
So I did go to one section. There was a couple of sections that I hit, but I did go to one section where there was an office.
Yeah.
And I walked up and the door was locked.
Yeah.
Well, fuck them, dude. You know what I mean? You got there fishing.
That's
You know
a
what I mean?
good-
We tried.
That's the shit that bothers me. It's like, I'm all for, I know licenses and fees, and it goes to conservation, and it goes back to the resource, but like, why do I have to have a fucking parking permit to fish in water? It's just flowing. It just came from God, and it's there. But like the government comes in and says, you got to have a piece of paper that says you could park here. You know.
The thing, it was fucking annoying because I packed up my trunk. I'm like, I'm going to go hit these waters. Jerry sent me a location. I'm following Google. All is well. I get up there and I'm like, okay, where can I fish that I don't need a parking pass?
Yeah.
Nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah. I should have told you that. I didn't even think, honestly. I don't deal with enough.
Did you fish?
No.
You just drove home?
No.
You should have just said fuck it and did it.
Well,
the fine would have been like $35.
I was in between because I was like, all right, like I'll just eat the $35 or $50 fine.
Yeah.
But then it was also, I need to buy my license.
Yeah.
In Delaware, I needed to buy my license.
You're right on the Pennsylvania line, too, up there. And just the White Clay Creek fly fishing section is literally the last section of White Clay Creek that goes from Delaware into PA. So, like, that whole section from the PA line south, however long it is designated fly fishing only. But I guess you're not a PA resident anymore, are you?
No. And this was the problem. So I was going to try to play it off to where, okay, so, hey, Mr. Game Warden.
Yeah.
I don't know where this invisible line is.
Yeah.
I'm up here fishing and I'm just moving with the water.
Yeah.
But I just didn't want to get hit with the fine and then.
So have you been back there? You've been back there now and fished it?
Nope.
You
No.
haven't even been back there. So where you been fly fishing in Delaware then?
That was the only spot. I've went up to.
You're saying from the last time we sent those texts, you haven't fly fished
Yes,
in
sir.
Delaware yet?
Correct.
Oh, shit.
You did some trips up to PA, though.
Oh, yeah.
And where did you go in the fall?
So the fall, I went to New York.
New York, that's right.
Salmon fishing.
Salmon fishing, yeah, which
Salmon.
you said
Where
was phenomenal.
was that at?
Oswego.
Oswego.
Yeah. You know, of course, you know, I got to show you pictures.
How north is that?
That's Lake Ontario. Lake Ontario
Yeah.
pulls right into it. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, you were like, you caught so many fish, you ended the trip early, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It was my first time ever salmon fishing.
Yeah.
A day in my life. My buddy's been trying to get me to go up for
Yeah.
years. And I'm like, bro, I'm not driving 4 hours.
Yeah.
No, to catch a fish.
Yeah.
That was my thought process. I'm fucking ignorant.
And then you went. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
this is why he's been trying to get me to go.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we've all had those moments.
Oh, those are big.
Yeah, man,
And-
that's legit.
And
How many of those you catch?
just day one,
Yeah.
I probably hooked into 20, landed 15. You only could keep 3 a day though.
Okay,
So
that's a lot of meat.
I still have fillets in my
That's
freezer.
that's worth.
I mean,
a
3
4-hour trip. If you're going to catch it like that.
Yeah, and you and your buddies, and you got 3 fish like that.
Yeah.
With the big salmon slabs. Yeah, what a gorgeous picture too.
It was
You ain't getting views like that at Boy Clay Creek, bro.
hell no. Hell no. It was so beautiful to be able to fish up there and just
Yeah.
fucking nail them.
Yeah.
I wonder if I'm sure at some point we get him to like Union Hill,
Yeah.
and you think he can fly fish like Ty River and stuff like that for like smallies and shit?
Absolutely.
I mean,
You know how to catch smallmouth, right? Yeah.
yeah, my buddy who lives York area, York, PA, Lancaster area, he ties his
Okay.
own. He loves bass fishing.
Yeah, okay.
So he ties a lot of streamers, bait fish. He snakehead fishes up there as well.
Oh yeah.
So I have an 8 weight, which is like more of a heavier rod.
Mhm.
So I could go striper fishing.
Yeah.
Truthfully.
You were telling me a story earlier that you went fishing and you weren't catching, and then the guys right next to you with fly fishing were just hammering them.
Yes, sir.
So that was like your moment. You're like, whoa, what's going on? This is introduction to fly fishing.
Yes, sir. So what happened with that? I was probably 22, 23 years old. And my whole life, like me and my siblings, we were raised on fishing.
Mm-hmm.
So opening day of trout season's real big in Pennsylvania, especially in my family.
Mm-hmm.
So what ended up happening, opening day, it's March or April. Life's great, throwing power bait, worms, spinners, Rapalas,
With a spinning rod.
spinning rod.
Yeah.
Fast forward to the summertime, now everything that I was using in the spring is irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter how small, how big, the trout don't want it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fishing in, if you follow, as Kail says, follow the bouncing ball.
Mm-hmm.
You have rapids, falls into a deep hole.
Mm-hmm.
And the deep hole's like just a big, I'll call it like a horseshoe.
Mm-hmm.
And it just starts, the water keeps flowing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm fishing the rapids into the deep hole. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm there just casting, switching up bait, whatever the case may be. And I hear footsteps behind me. So my first thought, game warden.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have my license, all is well. 2 fly fishermen come down. Now, mind you, this was probably back in 2014-ish, 15, give or take. So they come down. Hey, man, any luck? Anytime a fly fisherman asks you any luck, I've learned that it's just a trick question.
Yeah.
It's a trick. It's literally a trick question. It's
Yeah.
like, hey, any luck? Oh, I got 2.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
Well, how long you been out here? 3 hours.
Yeah.
They're talking shit.
Right.
So I only had 2, and I probably missed 3.
Right.
They come down. They fish this rapid. Their first cast in, right? Hook into one. Boom. Net it. I'm like, oh, you guys are lucky.
Right. Right.
Unbeknownst to me, that one fish turned into about 30 fish between 2 people.
And this is all trout?
All trout.
Okay.
Right? Just fishing a little rapid.
Mm-hmm.
And when I tell you from me to, I'll say the wall,
Mm-hmm.
that's where they're casting right there. And they're just, casting over and over. I stopped spin fishing.
Mm.
And I just put my shit down and I'm sitting back and I'm like, fellas, what are you guys fishing with? Oh, we're fly fishing.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
And that's what kind of got you hooked onto it?
Yes.
Yeah. And you've from that point grown and obviously, try to master your craft, yada, yada, yada. And one night we were hanging out, you were telling me that you've actually like coached people,
Yes.
per se, like to learn how to fly fish and what to use, when to use it.
Yes, sir.
Match the hatch, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, everybody knows that.
Match that. Slow and slow.
Yeah.
Foam is home.
Yeah, foam is home. I never
Yeah.
heard that one. I like
Foam
that.
is home, yeah.
That's what you look for. Foamy water.
So if you think of
Someone just swirling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if you think of like a buffet, right? I'll say a Chinese buffet.
Mm-hmm.
And you have the Chinese buffet in the foam, but outside of the foam is the salad bar.
Oh.
Where the hell do you want to be?
Oh.
You're at the buffet for a reason.
Okay.
you're in the foam. So you find the foam and you just fish that. And you fish, the inside of the foam, the outside of the foam, and the foam. You fish every section that you can. So I learned that through time, that it's like, low and slow, and foam is home. And then at some point, like I tie my own bugs now, that you want to match the hatch. So you go to the water, you lift up, a rock, you see what color it is. Oh, this is, here's a little insect that's, maybe a size 18, 20. Oh. What color is it? Dark brown. Cool. Thank you. Put that, open up your fly box. What do I have that's dark brown, that's small?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Dang.
Tie it on.
Nice move.
Yeah, tie it on.
Start. That's where you start.
Yes, sir.
Man. That's pretty that's enough right there to get like something like me hooked, because there's a process to it. There's like an art to it.
I mean, as men, we like the nuances.
That's the nuance. Tom always talks about the nuances of things. And I fly fished, my ex's dad taught me years ago. I was same thing, probably early 20s, late teens. And, I liked it a lot because, anything that's pulling on a fly rod is fun. It could be a little sunny, and it's a fucking blast. So I got into it a little bit, and then bought like nicer stuff, and as we go on, I actually still have it. It's probably irrelevant, completely obsolete, but like 25 years ago,
if you are donating,
25 years ago, it was the shit. It was. I remember my parents got it for me for Christmas, like a real nice reel and rod setup.
Yeah.
And I've caught smallmouth, bass, sunnies, all the panfish. I only hooked into one trout, and I lost it. I never even got it to the net. Because I would go up, and I live far away from White Clay. You talk about how far away it is, so I never got up there that much. And dude, like, they're either stocking now or getting ready to stock, because when does trout season open? Usually beginning of April.
April 4th in Pennsylvania.
Okay, so it's right around then now.
Are you a stock fisherman, or is that like, dude, I don't fish a stock river?
All right,
pullage is pullage, man. Come on.
So what I've learned, right? So where I grew up, stocking was huge, right? Like when I started getting into fly fishing, beating up stockies was my practice.
Yeah,
that was the easiest thing.
You can't tell me it's not fun either.
Yeah, it's you see a pool of fish and you're like, okay, cool. I could see some rising. I could see some, depending on if you have your shades on or not, your polarized glasses. You can see them. So beating up stockies is like, let me perfect my drift, my cast,
right.
Things of that nature.
Or you could try like different things. You're not afraid to try different things to see what works at different times.
Correct.
Yeah, I can see the value in that.
You sell this to the kids easy too.
Yeah.
It's like this is where you can guarantee some fun.
Well, dude, it's like the equivalent of like going to a released pheasant hunt or a released duck hunt, where it's not really hunting. They put the birds out there.
Yeah.
But it's still fun. It's still
you also like. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I guess
you can't be like talking shit with that.
No,
no. What did I fucking call? Like,
this is this is the thing though. So you can beat up stockies and you can practice.
Yeah.
I taught myself how to fly fish. It took me approximately 2 years to become comfortable.
Right.
And over those 2 years, I've learned how to tie my own bugs. I've learned how to cast. I've learned how to different forms of fly fishing, in which you learn every day.
Yeah.
So the stocky pool helped me.
Okay.
Depending on wherever you're fishing, you're going to catch stockies.
Yeah.
But when you fish for wilds or natives, that's where it gets tricky.
Yeah. Well, it made your journey faster. Like, if you didn't have stockfish, it would have took you 5 years to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Eat the stockfish, or are they unhealthy? Like,
I throw everything I catch back.
Really?
Yeah. Now, not to sound hypocritical, but the salmon, that was my first time salmon fishing.
Yeah.
So you can keep 3.
Yeah.
So I kept my 3 salmon.
Keeping 3 every day.
Yeah.
Well, I'm bringing meat home. I mean, that's the thing.
Honestly,
you got to bring dinner home.
Fucking huge king salmon, and I was like, you see the pictures.
I'm going up next time with you.
Were they good? Delicious?
Salmon?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like, I've never caught my own salmon. I've had fresh caught salmon before at restaurants or whatever, good places. I love salmon.
When I tell you, so where we parked to where we fished, approximately 350 yards. Okay. For me, my calculation is that's 3 football fields and a half.
Right.
we're fishing here. Our first day we were on the water for about 10 hours.
Yeah.
Phew.
And this is like a finger of Lake Ontario?
A river, like an estuary off of it.
Yeah, so all the kings were
This is a migration?
yeah.
Spawning.
Yeah, I'll use the term spawning, but it gets a little tricky.
I don't
like
know.
I'll really dive
Sometimes
into it.
you know where the fish are going. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So hooking it, like, it's not like, well, you guys are on boats and go out and do things like that, but hooking into fresh water fish, each fight is 10, 15 minutes minimal.
Yeah.
So I have an 8-weight fly rod that the higher the number, the
Stiffer.
stiffer the rod is.
Yeah.
These king salmon are bitching me.
Yeah. Just like a fishing with a wet noodle.
Yeah, like I'm hooking into one, boom, fish on, and you have to yell it because there's other fishermen there.
Yeah.
So if you don't yell it, and your salmon takes off
Right.
down the water,
Everyone else going to have a line on them.
yeah,
And everybody's courteous to that.
for the most part, part,
Because even you tell by the pictures, there's a lot of people out there.
There's
So
a lot.
everybody's there for the same reason.
Correct.
It's a special time of year.
Correct.
That's why, I
I'm
know
telling
guys
you, like
that-
literally,
Yeah.
I went in October. Since I've been home, I've only talked about salmon fishing. I kid you not. It was, for me, time of a life. We were
Yeah.
supposed to fish for about 4 days.
Uh-huh.
We were maxed out day 2.
Just
What
done.
was the bug that you were throwing?
So
And how big is that hook? For those are big mouths. Is that a tough part to get through to hook in?
So
that mouth?
the hardest part that I realized was, all right, let me answer your first question. What kind of bug? So I was using, I tied up my own eggs. And then I was using, what is it? Streamers. I was using streamers.
What's a streamer?
Streamers are fake bait fish. So they could be like, it could look like a leech. But I was throwing sex dungeons.
Ooh.
That's what they're called.
I like that.
Sex dungeons. All black sex dungeons.
Yeah. Oh, you ever been up in an all black sex dungeon, Tom? That
just
sounds like
saying,
a
baby.
good fucking time to me.
Just saying,
Hey,
baby.
little sex dungeon.
So I was throwing sex dungeons. So with the salmon, they were just so aggressive. So I was fucking up because their teeth are so sharp that they were cutting my line.
Oh, yeah.
So I was typically, when you fly fish, you use tippet. Tippet is just a thinner diameter. For salmon, I was using pound test.
Yeah.
So I was fishing with a 12-pound test, give or take.
There's no, people don't use any kind of wire or braid leaders.
Spin fishermen, they'll
No, but I'm saying for fly fishermen. No? Never? So
No.
you just got to run the risk of, because the teeth will cut through mono too.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
you have to, number one, you have to make sure your knots are tied correctly. If your knots aren't, in which every day, if I was out on the water, I think my knots are good until you hook into a fish.
Yep.
And you hook into that fish and you get one good fight on it, and
Yep.
it snaps you.
Yep.
You're like, fuck, what did I do wrong?
Yeah.
So
And you could tell by how the line is when you bring it in, and you
Yep.
could see the curls on the end of the
Frayed,
line.
yeah.
You know that's your knot. Or if it's a clean break, it might have been something else. Not your knot, just
That's
broke
like
off.
a good bass fishing day when you know your thumb is got all scraped up from the bass mouth, and you've had to change out your line, the first 2 feet of your line several times because it's getting frayed on their teeth.
Yeah.
You know you're having a good fucking
Yeah.
day. Like,
Yeah,
It was-
I don't
how
even.
many times does that bug last? How many times can a bug get smoked? They're pretty durable.
yeah, it depends on how well you tie.
Yeah.
Okay, because if I'm just standard trout fishing, and this is no bullshit, I've caught fish off of I've caught 15 fish off the same bug, and it's
Before they get destroyed.
but before the glue starts to wear out or
Yeah.
something
Because
like
they do
that.
look decorative too, and I'm sure
Delicate.
You have to leave some parts kind of loose so they move. You know what I mean? So I imagine.
Yeah, they have a shelf life for
Yeah.
sure. It's not like an artificial for tuna or anything like a bass or anything like that.
But-
This is probably why you have to learn how to tie. Because how much is it? How much is a lure if you're
A
buying?
lure, shit, it could be $10 plus.
yeah.
So if you're throwing a lure and you just buy the bitch, and you're like, oh, I'm about to catch a fucking megalodon out of this creek, and one cast and you're in a tree.
Yeah. Oof.
There's $10, $12, $15 just hanging, waving right at you.
See, with at least the plastic lures, you can probably go retrieve that thing, get it stuck on a rock, it's going to be there, but that feather is just going to float on down. Just
That's why guys that tuna fish, when they lose like a spreader bar that costs $80, or $100, you're like, fuck.
I'd be pissed.
Oh God. And even like, I mean, look at their line. You get like, you know what a spool of like 100-pound test costs? Like, holy fuck, dude.
I've seen it at Cabela's.
Yeah, you look at them prices, you're like, this is a different level of fishing. You know what I mean?
How much so going to the wild fish? Now, how much spotting of the fish have you done? You know, because you watch, like, say you're watching movies, and they're always like, I see it right there.
Yeah, sight fishing.
Yeah, like how much can you have you done of that? Just sight fishing.
Sight fishing.
Yeah.
The only time I will sight fish, is really for a palomino.
Palomino,
which is a golden trout.
Yeah.
No, okay.
Of course, I got.
I think they put them. I think they'll stock some of those too.
Oh yeah.
In the. I might be wrong. Somebody will probably roast me for it, but I want to say they do something like put special ones in the stock, and if you catch them, you get like an award.
Tagged fish.
Yeah, or like tagged fish, or like a special like golden trout.
This was my biggest pally.
Oh shit.
Yeah. That's
that thing's legit, dude.
Coming out of
dude, you would love Ty River because
how many times you walk down creeks and stuff?
That's it.
That's Tom.
Are you in a bank or you just walk?
No, I will. I could start my fishing day at 7 a.m. and if there's nothing to do for the day, I'm fishing from 7 to 3,
and
4,
just walking
5.
the creeks.
Just walking creeks,
yeah.
tying bugs, smoke a stogie.
That's what Tom does. He gets dropped off at point A and just tells his buddies, come pick me up at here in 4 hours.
To me, it's the best thing because it's just you, Mother Nature, and the fish.
Yeah.
It's not just, so it's just not just about the fishing. You know what I mean?
It's not.
Our last fishing trip, it takes about 5 hours to do. There's like 4 to 5 different turns, and they're all each different. Mm-hmm. And you're going to catch a lot of red eyes. Okay. And which are great. They're fun. And but like even at one point, like we started getting on them, and then we're walking down, and then I saw my buddy Drew was like he put his fishing rod down. He's just like grazing in the water. You know what I mean? He's just like hanging out. I'm like this is part of it too, man.
Yeah,
just like,
that's it.
Yeah, you know, we're hitting some fish. Also going to hit some rays. You know, we're just going to chill.
I think that's what a lot of people don't understand about like the outdoors is when you hunt or you fish or whatever it is. It's like people that are on the outside measure the success of like the kill or the catch.
Correct.
And it's like, dude, you don't know.
It's not even about that.
No.
Like for me, it's
no.
Like that's just a bonus.
It's the bonus.
Yeah. Like I'm out here just to hear the birds chirping or to smell the air.
You can't see those things from your couch. Nope. You can't watch it on TV and appreciate it or like, you know, how many sunrises have you seen on a creek or like in a marsh or in the woods and you hear the things come alive and you're just like, this is fucking amazing.
There's so much stuff in that river that I get to see that all the other guys do not see.
Yeah.
There is a prize out there too. There's this cool little, I don't even know what you call it. It's just like this rock in the river itself. There's a big rock wall and it comes probably like 2 feet out of the water, but it creates about a 7-foot deep little tunnel that's probably 40 yards long. It's so unique. So it's like just this hallway through the creek, riverbed that's literally like 7 feet lower than the rest of the river. And like you can only get to that if you're walking through the water.
Yeah, you can't
get to that. You're like, look at this fucking.
No, honestly, the best thing about fly fishing at that is like I like the wet wade.
Yeah.
So for people who don't know what wet wading is, it's essentially you just have on your wading boots and you'll have on your I think stocking socks. I think that's the name of them. But it's essentially just a sock to keep the rocks out. And it's just you're in shorts.
Yeah.
And you're just walking the creek or walking the river.
That's
and
how
you're
Tom
casting.
rocks.
Yeah.
Okay. So
well, you learn that if you like, I used to use like you weren't even thinking about it when I was a kid, but and I got a little older and I was buying, you know, the thin springtime fishing waders, and then you just fall in, and then
they're heavy as shit.
And then you just get all the water inside. Like, first off, why the fuck am I? What's wrong with getting wet?
Yeah.
I mean, like, why do I have this big rubber suit on that's filling up with water? Could probably kill
drowned
me.
you.
Yeah, I have. I've gone under with my waders before. I fell into a muskrat hole, and I just went, woof, and then all the water rushed in. I was like, okay.
Now you're fighting for your life.
No, that was actually we were fishing, and there's the only way I would just get in the water.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't cast. It was so thick in there, you could not cast from the bank. You had to get.
Get in.
And to get your angle, so you could, like I started getting into the water because I didn't want to fish anymore from the center end. I wanted to fish down the bank. You know what I mean? So like if I got in and just ripped it, and then I could just slowly work it down the bank, and that was like
a lot
game changer.
A lot of people think that for trout fishing at that, they think all of the fish are in the middle of wherever it is. Right? They're like, if I can cast all the way out there, and that was me at one point. Right? It was like, if I can get all the way over there, I'm gonna catch that big one. But they're not paying attention to what's 3 feet in front of us.
Yeah, the bait. All the bait's not out there. It's the food's in there.
Bugs dropping off of the limbs.
Correct.
Right there.
So when I'm wet wading, and to me, it took me a little while to realize this, because at first I was just like, damn, I have a bug on me, right? And I'm slapping my leg and I'm trying to kill the bugs. And to me, I'm like, wait, like, hold the fuck up. Look at these bugs. Oh, this is a caddis. Motherfucker, why aren't you throwing a dry dropper?
Right. You can't think like a human.
Yeah.
You got to think like a fish.
Yeah. Why aren't I throwing a dry dropper? And for those who don't know what a dry dropper is you will have a dry fly floating on top of the water.
Oh, yeah.
And you have a nymph.
Yeah.
Tied on, it could be a foot, 18 inches underneath.
Yeah.
So as you're casting out, you have that caddis or sulfur, whatever it is, floating up top, and your nymph underneath.
Right.
And if they bite that nymph, that dry dropper sinks.
Right.
If they bite the dry, you'll see it. You set the hook. So
they both have hooks on them.
Yes,
it's not
correct.
like one's a teaser or anything.
Correct.
Where's where speaking of getting in the water and having these experiences, where has been the best? What's your best fish yet? Where at?
I'll exclude salmon. I've been there. There's a creek back home. There's a couple creeks that I love to fish. So I'm from Easton, Pennsylvania. So in Easton, they have the Bushkill Creek. For those who don't know, and if you guys don't know, the Crayola factory, or crayons and markers, those come from Easton, Pennsylvania. Okay. Which the Crayola factory. So they have the Bushkill Creek that runs through there. It's a limestone creek, which means naturally, year round, it'll remain relatively the same temperature.
Oh, okay.
So I like to fish the Bushkill. It's called the Poho Creek up in Carbon County, Pennsylvania, which is towards the Poconos. Trout Creek, which is relatively in the same area. That's all I could think about right now off the top.
If you're going to stick around in Delaware, you're going to have to learn how to saltwater fly fish. You know what I mean?
Sign me the fuck up.
I got a buddy that does it. He goes down to Chincoteague or Assateague, and he catches little stripers, and I don't know if he's caught flounder on him or not, but he does saltwater stuff. I'm pretty sure he's caught snakehead. There's a lot of snakehead around here. Like Garrison's Lake, shit ton of snakehead. All the retention ponds around neighborhoods, they all have it in there. But he's big on it. He was the one I was telling you about that I hunt with him, and he'll take, the deer tails and squirrel fur, and he ties his own flies from like the shit he kills, or goose feathers and stuff like that. And and he ties his own shit from the shit he kills in hunting season to go catch his fish the rest of the year in the summertime.
So deer hair, you guys might know this a little better than me, but deer hair has a natural water repellent. So when you shoot a deer and do the process, that deer hair is good for caddis. Caddis, good for trout. So, this little fur right here, you tie that up on a hook, it's naturally just going to float. So the trout are going to look up at the water and they're going to say, here's a caddis.
Right.
Voila, perfect. Time to eat.
That's the shit I love. Like, I shot this deer in the fall during a deer hunt. I took the tail or whatever, and then I tied a fly, and then I caught a trout in the springtime off the deer I shot. That shit nerds me out, man. I love it. It's cool. And that's what people don't understand. Like,
so resourceful.
That's what I love about the outdoors, is like all of those experiences together, and then the setting the hook is the bonus. Pulling the trigger is the bonus. It's like the cherry on top. Like, oh, this is great. We talk about it all the time, like building blinds and brushing blinds and preparation and planting food and all these other things that go along with it all year long. That's what I love. That's the fun shit. You know what I mean? And then when you're doing it, you're in the moment. You're like, I did all this. I did all this work. I tied this fly and I put the work in. And then when you are successful, which is not that often when you're hunting like deer, you're not, it's not like every time you go you're going to kill something or you're not going to catch your best fish ever. Or some days you get skunked. You know what I mean? It's just what it is. But are you less happy the days you get skunked? Not really.
No, to me, like if I go out and I get skunked, I'm looking at myself. What did I do wrong?
Depends where you get skunked at. Like when you're walking through the river, feeling great, no matter what happens. I mean, out on the boat, like, fuck, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean, it's not like not a ton of views. Maybe it's like, all right, we all put ice in. We got the 4 a.m. We're working out here hard like that. That one's like,
I think sometimes.
I'm gonna piss my pants.
I think the most rewarding thing for fly fishing is catching a fish on a bug that you tied.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt, man. I can't even imagine. Yeah.
That is like the cherry on top.
Yeah, it's like you won. That was the goal. You did it, and you can sit back and be like, oh, I did all the right stuff. And all I could ever compare. I mean, I fish, but not like that. Which I wish you can't handle boats.
We
have to try. Are you willing to try? Go out on the boat?
I am willing.
Okay.
I've just had negative experiences.
Yeah.
My equilibrium is not equal.
Yeah.
So just a quick backstory. I had a real bad concussion in high school. It was bleeding out of my ear.
Oh, you did tell me about this. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Since then, the motion, that's kind of what gets me now. Dramamine.
Yeah. Does it work for you?
I have yet to take it.
Okay.
No. I've taken it, but it wasn't. Maybe I didn't take it. I think it's like 12 hours before. Let it really get into the system. I took it like 2 hours before we went on the boat.
Yeah.
So
don't really work that well.
Yeah. That was my negative experience.
Yeah. I mean, and there's like if I was like, hey, let's go rock fishing, and you're not going to be in waters that are like that. You're not going to have a big roll out in the Delaware River. You might have some chop a little bit. You might be, but it's really nothing because if it's that bad, I can't go. Like if it's that bad, we're not going. Yeah. I'm not going to put myself in danger, let alone yourself. Like I don't want to sink my boat. You know what I mean?
I've been on a boat in Lake Erie, and then I went striper fishing off of Jersey coast. Both times, the ride out was cool.
It's when you stop.
It's when I stopped.
Yeah, that's everybody's problem.
And then when you stop, and now you're really feeling the big roll. Sway, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. But if you were out in Jersey, you were in the ocean.
Yes.
That's a different roll than in the Delaware River. The Delaware Bay can get like that a little bit. And I mean, Mike Bear, he gets seasick, and but he still goes. I mean, and we've been a couple years ago. I actually got a video of it. We're drum fishing. It's nighttime. It's pitch black dark, and we're probably a mile from shore. Okay. And it wasn't rough. Yeah. Like we had a little bit of a roll going on, and I'm fishing off this side of the boat, and he's on the other side. We're like back to back, and all of a sudden I just hear. He's just like chumming. I'm like, fucking got my phone out, like record this way, and he's
all you can do is a good friend,
bro. He's holding the rod. Threw up like 3 good times, and then just never put the rod down. Just got right back to it. Just sit there holding it.
That's dedication.
And he don't take. I don't think he takes Dramamine that much. The thing about Dramamine is like it's going to make you tired.
Okay.
And guys I know, we go tuna fishing, you're way offshore, and you're putting in a 12-hour day out in way offshore. Yeah. They sleep. They'll just sleep the whole time, And like sometimes you're trolling, you're moving. It's not action packed for There's big periods. There's nothing going on, and like that is a time you're going to take a nap or guys lay down for a little bit. But I've known friends that have literally slept the entire fucking trip.
Well, on my way out off of Jersey, like I slept on the way out.
Yeah.
And then I woke up. And I was like, all right, cool. All is well. Mm-hmm. But once I got up and we got the gear flowing and everything like that, I was
You're
fucked.
Okay. Oh, that's when it
fucked.
Really?
Yeah. Like as soon as I stood up and, I'm really getting acclimated and I'm really starting to feel the boat. Mm-hmm. And at the first stop, we fished there maybe about an hour. Mm-hmm. Nobody caught anything. Mm-hmm. I think we went out for blues.
Okay.
Blues or stripers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, man, I'm not feeling too good. Let me go lay down. I spent $100 to puke.
That's the worst. You go lay down. That's the worst thing you could do.
Being inside a cabin is probably the worst thing to do.
That's going back. Fuck, man.
You cannot be in there. It's
definitely.
No fresh air.
No.
The difference of breathing cool air versus hot air in there.
And you're not seeing things. Yeah. You want to see the horizon. Yeah. And people think, I'm going to go inside and lay down. It's the worst thing you can do.
How the hell do people do it on Deadliest Catch?
They just built different.
Psychos.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
They're like living in the
Well,
water.
those guys that like me, I just don't get seasick. I don't take Dramamine. It doesn't bother me. I've been out in 12-foot seas and terrible, terrible conditions, and I've been to the point where I've felt a little like gross for a short period of time, but I've never gotten sick. Knock on wood. It could change. I got a buddy that he was a big tuna fisherman, big offshore guy, and now he can't do it. He and the last time I went fishing with him was probably 5 years ago. And he was the guy he slept all, and he knew it was coming. I was like, yo, let's go tuna fishing tomorrow. We got a crew together real quick, and he was like, yeah, I could take a day of naps. And he was just like, he knew what he was getting for. Like, fuck it, I'm gonna take my Dramamine, I'm gonna sleep all day long. And there was another trip we went on with him, and the guys told me a story. He's laying on the front of the big center console, laying on the front of the boat. And that's where the fish box was, the cooler, and he's on the beanbag on top of the cooler lid. And every time they would catch a tuna, he would just grab the bag and roll over and let them put the fish in the box, and he would roll right back down and go back to sleep. Yeah, that's his work. Another thing too, if you were on a bigger boats tend to have a different roll to them than a small boat, and sometimes it makes it worse for people. The bigger you think, oh, it's a big boat, a 50-foot boat, we're going to be good. They got a different roll to them,
they
which
also just kind of lean more.
I don't know. I hated it.
Yeah,
I hated it.
We'll try.
They have height. In the small boats, you don't have the height.
No.
Big boats, you get height, so you're like, oh, we really fucking rolled there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah. We'll try it this spring. Beginning of next month, beginning of April. I caught my first rockfish last year. I think it was April 4th or April, somewhere around the first week of April. I'll start going the end of this month. As soon as the bunkers show up, really, you start going, because the stripers follow the bunker. They're following the bait up. They're coming all the way up, and they go up the Delaware River all the way up into PA, like all the way up into the little creeks. And schoolies. But we hammer the trophies in the springtime until they leave. They come up, spawn, and then they roll out. You know what I mean? But you can catch 40, 45-inch rockfish is not uncommon out there, which is you're not going out there and catching 10 of them a day. If you can catch one or two, I'm fucking happy. Yeah. You know what I mean? And you can't keep them; they're too big to keep. They only have a little slot. But that's not. I'm after the big fish that are only here for a month or two. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then the drumfish, same thing. You could be a mile off of, not even a mile off of shore, and catch a 60-pound drumfish that's fucking massive. Like the majority of this table is huge. Damn. To be that close to shore in 10 feet of water. You know what I mean? You're catching these things, but they're there to spawn. So they come in from somewhere way deep in the ocean. These big prehistoric, ugly son of a bitches.
Sounds like a bunch of empty promises. Here's the thing about fishing. Everybody always said, dude, we're going to get out there. We're going to get them. I'll call you. And then fucking nothing happens. Nothing fucking happens. Yeah. All right?
I got
so
receipts.
Are you putting the boat together? I'm getting this boat ready. All right?
Yeah, I gotta get my oil changed in the next week or so. When we get a good day.
I don't know what else.
Yeah.
Clean it.
Yours is done.
Batteries go.
I just got to oil change and clean her up.
Are we going striper fishing on your boat?
Yeah, 100%.
I
mean, if I remember right, I probably invited you multiple times. And I got tennis practice.
I do have tennis practice.
I got tennis practice.
You invite me at weird hours the night before,
That's because that's how we live, Tom.
I don't.
It's got to be like.
I don't think it is. I think it's a little bit of planning.
You got a weather window.
Man can tell you a little bit of weather.
Not that marine forecast is different, bro.
You know what I mean?
That marine forecast is different.
I'm just saying. Now I did order a 600 foot trot line.
Crabbing.
Yesterday for crabbing. Yeah. I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah.
The kids are going to love that.
I remember the first time. Was when you went with me trot line? Was that your first time doing it? We went a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember you were like, dude, this is fucking awesome. This is how you do it. Like,
I didn't have friends with boats, so like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We never did it. We just did hand lining.
Yeah. So the trot line is like, you're talking about a 600 foot, and then every 6 feet you have a bait. Mm-hmm. And what's called a snood, and then you just put your little chicken neck in there, and then you have a chain which holds the end of the line down, and then from the chain a line goes up to a buoy, and then from the buoy a line goes down to an anchor. In the other end it's the same thing. So the line lays on the bottom, the chain's holding it down. You ride up to it, you hook the line over top of what they call a prop stick on the side of the boat. So as you're just motoring along, the line's coming up and goes over the prop stick and then lays back down. So you just go real slow,
I feel like
trot
I've seen that
right alongside of it.
Or something.
If you saw the video with Kail and Matt Matthews and officers on the boat, that's what we were doing. Running.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
so you're just sitting there with the net, and as the crab's just holding on to the bait, and it comes up, and you just dip it. Dip the crab, put it in there.
Have you taken Kail fly fishing?
Not yet. Not yet. Honestly, that is something that I want to knock off my bucket list.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You should have like a funny, like, you know, like a woman going shopping for all the gear and shit, like get all geared up.
I want to do that. The only problem is trying to find the time to do so.
Yeah.
Our life is fairly busy.
Yeah.
So for me, like, I already have all the gear, in which I have no problem giving her, you know, the rod and everything like that. But the patience.
Yeah.
Because going out there and her trying to hook into a fish, and for me, it's easy because I've been doing this for, I don't know, 10 years now? Self-taught for about 10 years.
Yeah.
For her, it would be, okay, well, I've casted 4 times. Why didn't I catch anything?
Yeah.
So, like,
how long do you think she's going to actually make it?
Yeah. So I would love to take her out and, you know, put her in my element.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She'd do that.
She would.
Yeah, 100%.
She would. But it's just, how fast can we catch a fish for?
Yeah.
What are some surprises that you have learned dating someone famous?
People want to take pictures. Or like,
Bro.
or people like,
because we don't see you guys out. We see you like doing this when we're doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Usually like a meeting kind of thing.
Well, when we went to we went to Jelly Roll, because like if you see Kail around town around here, nobody cares. It's normal.
Yeah.
But like when we went to Philly, like we could not walk fucking 10 feet without somebody stopping and taking a picture. And she's so nice. She takes pictures. She talks to everybody.
She loves everybody who like brings the positivity to her. So like, oh my God, Kail, like, can I take a picture? I love you, blah, blah, blah. Yes, not a problem.
Yeah.
Like, and I haven't seen her decline anybody.
Yeah.
Or not even say, not right now, I'm busy.
Yeah.
She'll make that sacrifice if that means that she'll be late to something or running real close.
Yeah, dude. Oh, the walk. We hung out. We were at the Wells Fargo Center. And we were hanging out at like a bar area before the show, and we kind of like intentionally kind of like pushed her in a corner, and like everybody was kind of surrounded her, just so people would kind of like maybe be a little respectful, so you can have a 5-minute conversation. And people were still coming up, and everything was great. It was super. And then we were like, okay, let's go to our seats. And then you got to walk through the concourse and all that, and like everybody's stopping. And yeah, she's so nice. And the only time I saw her turn people down, and she was incredibly polite over it, was Elijah had lost his keys.
Okay.
And he was out in the truck, and we're like, you know, so this is like an emergency situation, and we're kind of hustling to Lost and Found, and people are like, hey, and she's like, look, I'm sorry, I can't right now. This is what happened. And she was like, it's like she was more apologetic than anything, because it's not like she wanted to do that.
Yeah, she probably, you know, she felt some kind of way.
Yeah.
So where do you guys get a lot of, at least you're saying a lot of photos get taken?
Yeah. I think the first time I've seen it was we were at Wawa. Not the one by the school.
Okay.
The one further down.
Okay, yeah, the new one, the big one?
Yes. Mm-hmm. We're at Wawa, and some lady stopped making a sandwich.
A worker?
A worker. She stopped. She looks up, and like, she has no words.
Just starstruck?
Yeah, she pulls her phone out and was like, oh my God, can I take a picture with you? And like, yeah, like we're just trying to get an Italian.
Okay, just make sure you make my sandwich.
Yeah. So she stops making the sandwich, walks around, pretty much, you know, didn't necessarily give Kail the opportunity to say yes or no, but you know, she went with it.
Yeah. Took
the picture, and oh my God, I love you. I'm a big fan. I listen to your podcast.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it was like, cool. You know, a positive thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Target, people take pictures.
Yeah.
We were in Sephora. She wanted makeup.
Yeah.
We were in Sephora. Some lady was recording. Then was it Sephora? No, it was the Apple store. I'm sorry. We're at the Apple store, and some lady came up and, can I take a picture with you? Blah blah blah. And so she hands me the phone. You know, I take the picture, but unbeknownst to her, I seen the video that she took of us.
Like she was recording before.
Before
this?
Even asking. So I wasn't going to be rude or mean and say, it was like, okay, like you just recorded us from 15 feet away, and we're not doing anything spectacular.
Yeah. Just living.
Yeah, we're living. We're in the Apple store trying to, you know, situate the situation, and you're recording us, but you know, took the picture.
Oh gosh,
a lot of people just want pictures.
Yeah,
and things like that.
And it's, I mean, that kind of comes with it. It is what it is.
You get, like, awkward people filming you sometimes? Like, just like this person's been following, just filming us.
Not that I've seen.
Yeah.
A lot of times we're in and out of stores.
I think the majority of humans aren't that way. There's some creeps out there, but I think the majority of humans are good, respectful people. Like, I'm not gonna take a video of somebody, or like if I see a famous person eating dinner with their wife out, I'm not gonna go bother them. Yeah. Even if it was like I'm the biggest fan ever, I'm just like, that's not the right setting, the right time, you know.
We were just at Buc-ee's we were just down in Texas. Mm-hmm. We were just at Buc-ee's, and we're in there for probably 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. Go up to the cash register, and the lady looks, and she just stares, and she says, "What are you doing here?"
Really?
And she's like, "You're Kail, right?" She's yeah. Why are you at this Buc-ee's? All Buc-ee's possible. So she was like, I'm not going to make a scene or nothing. It's just I'm a supporter, and I love watching you grow up. So to me, like that's the good vibe love.
Yeah.
But then once you open up social media and you see them bashing her for things that she did when she was 20, 25, whatever, it's like
So go backwards? How did you meet Kail?
All right. So Kail and I have known each other for years. Mm-hmm. I attended the same high school as Joe.
Okay.
Elliot's dad.
Yeah.
I didn't know Joe. I might have seen him in passing one time. No disrespect to him, but he just wasn't like a familiar face.
Right.
This is the first guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, Elliot's dad, yeah.
So from there, we end up at the prom together when she's with Joe. I didn't know who she was still. I only know this through conversation. So we've known of each other since I graduated in 2011. So 2009-ish. But her and we attended the same community college together.
Okay.
So I seen her there, but I didn't put two and two together.
Right.
Because when I seen her, she was, to me, I didn't know what her major was.
Right.
I didn't know if she was doing like some kind of theater or something.
Her major?
Yeah.
So it ends up being that she was recording for Teen Mom, but I thought like it was just for class, like a class project or something.
Okay.
Because it was just her in like the main lobby, a couple people around her. So I'm like, okay, maybe, like the anchors for TV shows or something. Maybe she's warming up, something like that. So it was high school, community college, and then, we ended up being social media friends for many years. And we would converse just on just a high and by kind of situation.
Right.
In 2018, in Easton, Pennsylvania, they always have like a little festival. It's called Bacon Fest.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
how far is Easton?
Yeah. Right.
2 hours what? 2 hours north. Two and a half.
We have a Bacon Fest in our beaches every year too, by the way.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
2 hours west. Is that near Elizabethtown?
No, it's 2 hours north.
Okay.
But I seen her there. We conversed a little bit. It was every time we ran into each other, it wasn't anything except a hi and bye. How are you?
Right.
So up to where now her and I are dating, it was just kind of like I had text her happy birthday. Just if it wasn't for Facebook, I don't know anybody's birthdays. I barely know siblings.
Yeah.
So I had text her, hey, happy birthday. And thank you and things like that. And then maybe a month later or something, we're just kind of in small conversation. And at that point, I didn't even know that she was in a relationship. I didn't know any of that because I didn't follow her on. I've made new social media accounts. So, I didn't follow her on my new one. So I didn't know if she was in a relationship, what the case may be. She was single. We just kind of casually had a conversation that progressed.
And then just kept going. Yeah.
And we hung out once, and that was it.
It's like the most natural way.
Natural?
Natural.
That's a good word.
It's the most.
It's okay to make up words in here.
Yeah, no, I know.
It's like situated a situation.
Yeah, hey, you got to situate the situation. Don't steal that either.
Don't think I didn't put that in my back pocket when you said that. I'm like, I like that's a good way to like.
You could pick up a lot of things on what I say.
Yeah, that's a good I could supplement a lot of words by just saying that
like trying to find the details. No, I just had to situate the situation.
No, that's it, man. I mean, it goes back to good coaching. Get your point across with as little words as possible.
That's what AKA Little Black Sex Dungeon does, dude.
Little Black Sex Dungeon.
Hey, one never knows now.
Dude,
one never knows.
God.
Yeah, Sex Dungeon. That's it.
Black Sex Dungeon.
Yeah, that's literally a fly though.
Yeah.
But
now we're throwing puns in there.
Speaking of which, there's actually a tuna lure. That's called a redheaded slut.
Yeah, that's a popular one.
Yeah, redheaded slut is a popular one. Wow. Yeah, the rainbow flippy floppy and all those. I love the fucking fishing names, man.
But yeah,
that's a pretty cool way because, and I look at it like the way I met Kail too. Like, I'm not a Teen Mom dude. I mean, you can look at me and be like, yeah, he's not a Teen Mom fan. And when she joined the gym, and some people were like freaking out, like all geeking out about it, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. And I ended up being her coach for her like introductory, like basic training, foundation stuff. And I'm like, I'll say like I was prepared for like the worst. Like, is this bitch gonna be? And it was the fucking exact opposite. Yeah. It was the exact opposite of any kind of prejudice anybody could ever have. Like the nicest human, listened, coachable, all the great things. You know what I mean?
She was like a lot of people. They've asked me like, oh, like. They formed opinions.
Oh, yeah.
So I shouldn't say asked. They formed opinions saying like, oh, like I'm only with her because she was on TV, which is crazy because I didn't follow her when she was on TV.
Same.
I didn't. I knew like I might have seen like 2 episodes, but not even full episodes. Yeah. But to me, it was like I don't give a fuck about this shit.
What does that even mean anyway?
It's
on TV. Right.
Yeah, I don't care.
A good human is a good human.
Trying to fuck the TV now. Like, what are you talking
about? The only episode of Teen Mom or whatever I ever watched was when we went to Javi's going away party, and they filmed a lot of Charlotte, my daughter.
Okay,
and I just wanted to see if Charlotte was on the show. That was literally the only, and she wasn't. It was literally the only episode I ever watched. You know what I mean?
I still, like, actually for Elliot's 16th birthday, we watched Kail's 16 and Pregnant.
Oh, really?
And that was the only time that I can remember, sat down and thoroughly.
And just actually watched an episode.
Yeah, and just seeing her maturity from being a 16-year-old girl pregnant, trying to figure out this thing called life, to now at her amazing age to where she's like, I have this mom shit figured out. My mentality has changed. My overall perspective on certain people and life has changed, you know? So just seeing that growth throughout the episode and listen to her talk to Elliot and things like that, I'm like, this is amazing.
That's got to be really cool for Elliot even to be like for his birthday to watch that 16 years ago. That's a pretty cool fucking thing.
He was sitting there like, holy shit. Like,
yeah.
And now we were kind of thinking, we're like, Elliot, like, imagine being your age, trying
going through this.
Yeah, trying to think about, okay, well, I have to finish school, but wait a minute, I have a child.
Yeah.
So
it might help excuse any assumptions he had. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now being like, oh, I understand.
Yeah, because he can inject himself where he is now and compare it to, you know what I mean, and all that stuff. That's pretty cool to be able to have that for sure.
So let me just say this real quick. So
what time is it?
10:03.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, give it a couple minutes.
So when Kail and I were back in like we'll call it a standard conversation, she was like,
yeah, standard. I like this. You know what I mean?
Standard conversation. Sex dungeon.
Fucking standards, dude.
Standard sex dragon, baby.
Put the rod out there, dude. You know what I mean?
She, I was trying to figure out like when we could just hang out, right? So we had made plans. It was like 2 weeks in advance. So I'm at work and I'm like, okay, this is the week that, her and I are supposed to hang. And let's say she texts me on a Thursday, hey, I know we're supposed to hang out on Saturday. I'm supposed to be in Texas on Saturday, and I completely forgot.
Typical.
So I'm like, shit, for the past 2 weeks, I've been mentally game planning.
Right.
So she was like, in order for us to hang out, like, you have to come to Texas with me. I said, okay, well, I have work on Monday. Like, when do we leave? She was like, well, we leave Saturday morning and we come back Sunday. Damn. I was like, so I'll be able to return to work and everything? She was like, yeah, not a problem.
So decisions were being made fast.
Yeah. So Friday night, I pack a bag, right? Do everything that I need to. I get out of work, drive right down to Philly. She was in a hotel in Philly. We hang out from that hotel. Mind you, like, she answered the door and we're just talking for an hour and then we have to go to the airport.
Right.
So from that moment of hanging out at the hotel to the airport to down in Texas for 24 hours, I fell in love in 24 hours.
Damn.
I kid you not.
Yeah. I mean, it was some
Dude, she had to match the hatch.
some chick takes me to Texas for the weekend. I might fall in love
That's
myself.
such a big fan. Look, you want to hang out with me? Like, you got the fuck. We're got the fuck if I forget. We're having lunch together. Like, we got to go to a different state.
Yeah, we got to go to Texas. So
that's wild.
I'm like, what the fuck? So
I'm
I'm
like, well, hey, back at you. I need to be back to work.
Yeah, by Monday.
What are you gonna do with me?
Yeah.
So honestly, it was an amazing experience. Even now, with Kail and I being together, it's just every day is something different.
Yeah.
Every day, there's just, you never know.
Yeah.
You never know what
You
the
get
day's
to meet
gonna
all
bring.
the guests that come in.
Yeah, but they're just people.
Yeah.
That's the
that's
thing.
That's what we learned.
And we've learned that
just
stuff too. Like, and
people.
we've never hung out with super famous people, but they're all the same. Every level is they're just the same.
Just they
you know what I
bleed
mean?
like us, cry like us. It's the simple shit.
Yeah. I'll tell you, I loved when we did her show up in Philly with her. That was like the coolest experience for us.
I was fucking ripped out. I was ready to rock, dude.
Yeah.
Let's blow the fuck up. I want to be on stage.
Nice, dude.
As soon as we came around that corner, like, is that the dude, Daz? I was like, you got
Yeah, first of all, people were lined up outside the door hours before the show, and I'm talking like a legitimate line, not like 3 people, like fucking 50 people, 100 people. And we in the parking garage, we walked out, and Tom was carrying Kail's bag, and it was just us 2 first. And like you saw, like people whispering and pointing, and like they only know us through her, through what she shared of our stuff. But like we didn't get to the first 2 people, and they were like, "Can we have your autograph?" And we're like, "This fuck."
I'll tell you,
I'll sign your tits all day.
Yeah, come on.
There's a quick funny story because when we were down in Texas hanging out, it was Matt's show. We went to Matt's show.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't realize the severity of Kail's relevance in the world. Like, respectfully to her, I didn't just realize, because to her, she's just a normal, like, to me, she's a normal person.
Yep, that's how her and I are the same way. Yep.
So we get to the show. We're on Matt's tour bus. We're sitting there just shooting the shit. And we now have to sneak in the back door.
Mm-hmm.
Sneak in the back door. We are the last people to sit in our seats. Matt's doing his thing. Kail disappears. I'm like, where the fuck is she? 2 minutes later, Kail's on the stage.
She's on stage.
I'm like, oh my God. Kail's up there on the stage, and they're doing what they got to do. And she texts me, and she's like, hey, like meet me on the side. Okay, cool. She walks out. I meet her on the side, and now the security officer didn't realize that Kail was already on the stage. So Kail walks back, and now we're trying to go back the other way to where the tour bus is. And the security officer's like, you can't go back there. Kail's like, what are you talking about? Like, I was just on stage. She's like, no, like, you can't go back there. Kail's like, no, I want you to listen to me. If I walk out that door back there where everybody else is going, I'm not going to make it home.
Right.
I'm not. Like, these people are going to stop me respectfully. Like, she loves everybody.
Yeah.
But she's not going to have a chance to say or to take pictures with everybody. And,
right. You don't have the time.
Yeah. So she was like, I'm going to be, like, hounded. So the lady looks at her and she's like, okay, come on, you guys can go back this
Yeah,
way.
nice.
At that point, I realized I'm like, is she like a big deal?
Yeah.
What the hell's going on?
Yeah.
This little sexy
And she hands
sex
us a
dungeon.
little, a little revolver, a little 6-shooter. She's like, yeah, well, let's get at this.
Oh man, so let's let's get wrap this up. We're right
Why don't
around
you
an
tell
hour.
them where we're going?
Yeah, we're got to move to the content house. I mean, that's all we can say right now.
Oh, we can't say
No,
anything.
no.
That's right, because there's nothing to say.
Yeah, there's no, she don't know nothing about nothing.
Yeah. Dude, we're just going to situate the situation.
Just trying to situate the situation, baby. That's it.
So the weather's turning good.
Yes, sir.
We got fishing coming soon. I can't wait. I'm getting stir crazy. I don't like not doing anything outside. These little warm 50, 60 degree days here
This
and there are
coming week, we're
teasing me.
supposed to have a couple good days.
Wednesday's like 80.
I just want
80 and
I
Sunday.
just want to see the sun.
Yeah. Oh, I know, dude.
I mean, it's been 2 months.
You ever go outside and just get mad at Mother Nature? You're just like, what the fuck?
That was
man?
yesterday.
Everything's wet still.
Yesterday, me and the kids were outside playing basketball, and I'd take 10 seconds, and I'm like, bro, if it was 10 degrees hotter and it didn't snow or rain,
Yeah, misty outside.
this is golden. This is great
It's
weather.
just slowly letting go.
Yeah.
Everything it can. It's like, oh, okay, it's not so cold. But you're not getting the sun.
It's a little teaser.
Right. All right.
Yeah.
And then it's like, all right, temperature's coming up. But you get missed now. A lot of fogs.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
a
my
little
God,
teaser.
dude! Just the damp
Hey,
air.
by the way, you missed that snow because here it comes again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just after you cleaned everything off, got all the dog shit out of the yard, here's some more fucking.
Oh, I got because when we had that big snow in January and everything was covered and the dogs are going out and they're just shitting on the snow.
Yeah.
So because they don't know, but they were shitting on the patio. So now the snow melted.
gosh.
So now I got turds all on my patio that I got to clean up. I'm like, you never shit here.
You're gonna need
And now I got my
to
dog. Harley's used to he's used to going up to like my Blackstone or my smoker and like pissing on the cover. I'm like, dude, don't lift your leg on my fucking
The
grill cover,
audacity.
dude. Like you
got a whole yard and you
I
wanna piss
know.
here.
Yeah, I have an acre of this giant yard and you're pissing on my grill cover. Come on, bro.
his
No,
grill.
zero fucking couth.
Honestly, he doesn't respect you.
No, not at all. Not at all. All right. Appreciate you coming on here, dude.
Hey, it's been a
hopefully,
pleasure.
hopefully you had a great time.
Oh,
We're going to get out and do
absolutely.
some fishing. We'll hopefully do some content. Maybe we'll just do days with no content. I know you got to be tired of having a camera in your hand or on you all the time. Sometimes that's just nice too.
Honestly, I'm all about just vibing, but I'm
Yeah.
all about if we want to make content, we can make content.
Yeah,
you know,
but sometimes you just want to turn the cameras off and say bad words. You know what I mean? And talk about black sex dungeons.
all
All
right,
right.
situations, baby.
Tom, take us out.
Hey, look, guys, the viewers, go fuck yourselves, and I hope you get out there and learn a little craft. Maybe, who gives a shit? Let's get the fuck out of here. Go fuck yourselves.
See ya.